much for having me.
Okay, I am really excited to talk to you because you built Imagi, a company that helps kids code and be creative, which honestly feels like a superpower. So I want the real story. How did you end up here? Were you like coding at age 5?
Definitely not. I actually studied neuroscience in college, and then I had my first research internship experience. And everyone on the job just assumed I knew how to code, which I didn't. So I just kind of had to pick it up on the job.
Okay, that's such a terrifying first day assumption.
Very scary, but also it turned out to be super powerful. I started to learn about technology and how it was impacting everything. So then I went back to school to computer science, and for the first time, I wasn't really caring about grades, even though I was struggling, because I was so passionate about building things and making things happen, as opposed to just memorizing stuff for an exam.
Okay, so now I have to talk to you about this because you call yourself a vibe coder. With students watching right now, what does this mean and why does it matter?
Right, so vibe coding pretty much just means using AI as your sidekick to build with code. So you don't start with syntax and difficult rules, but instead you can just start with an idea, with curiosity, with a feeling, and pretty much let AI help to bring that into reality.
Okay, so instead of I have to know everything first, it's more like I have a cool idea, let's see what happens.
Exactly, and that's just super powerful, especially for those who are just starting out.
And you don't even code full time anymore, right?
No, not at all. So I worked briefly as a developer, but then became a designer, and then launched my own business, so worked on the business side. But what's exciting is that AI tools have gotten so good now that I could go back to building without being a traditional developer.
That's honestly so exciting. Like if you have the idea, you're not blocked anymore.
Exactly. You just have to be curious and willing to explore, and then you can start building right away.
Okay, real talk. A lot of people think AI is this magical thing that just knows everything. Is that true?
Definitely not. I mean, AI even gets like basic facts wrong. And so what really matters is how you use it. Like if your input is lazy, the output's going to be lazy. But if you're having like a thoughtful conversation with AI, it can help you brainstorm, it can help you prototype, and even polish your ideas.
Okay, so it's more like a creative teammate than a shortcut.
Yes, definitely. For me, it helps me move way faster, and it just helps me explore a lot more ideas than what I could do on my own.
All right, last question. If there's a student watching now who's a little bit curious about AI, but also a little nervous, what's one superpower they need for the future?
So curiosity, that word is definitely the key. And also feeling nervous is actually a good thing. It's usually happening to you when you're about to learn something new, so that's normal. And to me, exploration can be quite messy in the beginning. Confidence doesn't just happen. You actually have to start making things, building, and then throughout that process, you start realizing, hey, I can do this.
Yeah, so curiosity first and then confidence later.
Exactly. So that combination of curiosity and then follow through is what can unlock so many opportunities.
Okay, thank you, Dora. That's what I call realizing your dreams. And speaking of curiosity and follow through, we have come to the part of the program where all of you get to bring your own ideas to life through AI. Dora and I are excited to announce, drumroll please, in class, the Vibe Coding Classroom Challenge.
Exactly. So we've talked about vibe coding and about having AI be your creative sidekick and how those two can really open up totally endless possibilities. But I know everyone's thinking, okay, that sounds cool, but how do I actually start?
Right, like where do I click?
So that's why I wanted to share the Vibe Coding Classroom Challenge. It's a fast and fun way to take your first real step into building with AI. So for teachers, this is totally no stress and maximum fun. You don't need to be a coding whiz. We put together a super short, all done for you lesson that fits into just one class period. So it's the easiest way to bring AI and creativity to your class tomorrow already. Well, it's the weekend, so maybe Monday. For 6 to 12 grade students, after that quick intro, you get to spend about an hour creating your own project with vibe coding using a tool called Lovable. It's accessible and it's creative, where AI helps you turn those wild ideas into something real with no coding experience required.
Okay, and for the classrooms that jump in, I hear there are some fantastic prizes.
That's correct. So teachers can submit just 3 student projects, but win prizes for the entire classroom, such as gift cards and also extended access to Lovable's creative tools. So my biggest hope is that everyone watching today just sees this as an invitation to just try. Seriously, just experiment. See AI as a tool that connects you to your creative power. Access the challenge at zm.me/AI challenge. This is your sign to stop waiting and start building.
Thank you so much for sharing your story and for inspiring the next generation of creators. And to everyone watching, we can't see and wait to see what you build in the Vibe Coding Classroom Challenge. Thank you,
you.
Dora.